Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. We'd also like to welcome our family and friends watching from our live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Once again, I would like to say good morning to everyone. Once again, I would like to welcome all our family and friends who are watching from our live stream. Hello, everyone. Once again, we're about to get started. I'd just like this opportunity to introduce myself. I'm Dave Shaw. I am the grade level coordinator for the class of 2019. And we're about to get started, I'm told. So if you guys can please find your seat and get ready for a good time. Thank you.
Staff and faculty, please be seated. Class of 2019, please be seated. Trustees, honored guests, members of the faculty and staff, colleagues, and class of 2019, good morning. As the head of La Jolla Country Day School, it is my very great pleasure to welcome all of you on the 55th La Jolla Country Day Commencement. Along with Chris Ritchie, the chair of the Board of Trustees, I extend my warmest congratulations to all of those receiving diplomas today and acknowledge the support that has helped you along the way. To all the families and friends with us today, thank you for the encouragement you have offered, and in many cases, for the sacrifices you have made so that your student could earn a La Jolla Country Day School diploma. Graduates, would you please take a moment to acknowledge all those who have supported you, near and far, including your own classmates and the faculty? Please. That's about as rowdy as it gets here at La Jolla Country Day School. Would the faculty and staff please stand? They are La Jolla Country Day School. We are not buildings, we are people. I think you deserve a round of applause. Would you like to get rowdy here for a minute? Please take your seats. Graduates, would all of you please stand so that we can acknowledge you and show our gratitude to you? Please stand. Congratulations. Please take your seats. Our school was founded in 1926 by a remarkable educator, Louise Balmer. She opened our school with just 4 students and a vision and a commitment to create a distinguished learning environment. 54 years ago, on June 5th, 1964, we had our first Country Day graduation. The commencement speaker was Dr. Jonas Salk, the discoverer of the first vaccine against polio. Dr. Salk spoke of direction and commitment, a theme that has stayed with our student body and alumni since our school's inception. Dr. Salk talked to the class of 26 seniors, and what he said was, commitment is an inner experience. It cannot be imposed from the outside. He ended by saying, do only that which makes your heart leap. Class of 2019, we are here today to participate in the praise and wonder of your achievements. You join those first 26 graduates in the great lineage that honors your endeavors, as well as the historic legacy of La Jolla Country Day School. You have shown us that you challenge boundaries, break them down, and redefine them. That you are individuals committed to each other, to social change, to the well-being of our planet. You are always connected. I'll say that one more time. You are always connected, and you use that connectivity to change things for the better. And you are intrinsically part of a global community. Today is a moment to reflect on who you are, to celebrate your engagements with facts, opinions, interpretation in all that you do. Today is a day to acknowledge and celebrate your unwavering commitment to advance the causes that are important to you and the ideas that matter most to you. You will continue to serve and empower others in your own distinctive way and to live in the spirit of La Jolla Country Day School as unravelers of complexity, responsible fact checkers, open-minded to new ideas and ideas that challenge the status quo, and most of all, persistent truth tellers. As I look at you today, I see both great accomplishment and great hope. I see a student body that has emboldened this school to live up to its promise, to your promise, to inspire greatness for a better world by leading with dignity. As you reflect on your time at La Jolla Country Day School, on all that you have done here, on the learning and the leading in which you have engaged, my hope is that you will carry your values and the values of this school with you wherever you go, and that you will continue to be a force for good in the world. This is a charge that comes with your diploma. Congratulations. I would like to introduce Rachel Wise, the student body president for the class of 2019.
Hello, thank you so much, Dr. Cron, and thank you all for coming today. It is always a pleasure to see the family and friends who come to support these 102 incredible people I get to call my friends and colleagues. Thanks to all the parents, siblings, friends, teachers, administrators, and staff for supporting us and being a key part of our transition to a new chapter of our lives. Let me begin by congratulating the class of 19. As we embark on the many unknowns in our future, it's important to reflect upon the foundation and experiences that have led to this moment. So I would like to address a couple of people who are part of my Country Day journey. First, the teachers. The teachers here today have made my life at Country Day incredible. I can't express how pivotal my teachers have been in my growth over the past 8 years. Whether it's Mr. Ueda brightening my morning with his enthusiastic reading, Mr. Parrott's nagging me to continue improving my writing and timeliness of turning in essays, or Ms. Chang sitting in on every sign language flex time and making sure to help me keep up in AP Chinese. There are so many other teachers who have helped me along the way as well, and everyone on stage has someone who they'll remember with affection and appreciation. Next, my graduating class. Around this time a year ago, I had to write a speech for the Student Council presidential election. I started it by expressing my fears for the future. I worried about the lack of unity and togetherness within our community, but as the year has progressed and I've been able to see how we've all evolved, I am so proud about how we've come together and supported one another. Whether it be all the college congratulations or support after disappointing news, fundamentally we all want the best for each other, and have done so much to build each other up and make sure to catapult one another because we know that one person's success is everyone's. I have no doubt wherever you go, you will make the lives of those around you so much better. To me, that is the priceless legacy of La Jolla Country Day. Lastly, the juniors that are here. It'll be your year in about an hour. The only advice I remember receiving was to start college essays in the summer, and I promise it's amazing advice. However, even more important than the college application process, make memories. Make sure to take risks even though they might be scary, and remember that while we might regret some decisions we make, we will certainly regret those that we don't. And 10 years from now, I won't remember the hundreds of nights binging Netflix at home alone or pulling an all-nighter to turn in some assignment. I'm gonna remember thrift shopping with Liv, staying late at dances to clean up with Ruhi and Maddie, getting acai bowls with Rachel, making fun of Armando's lack of percussive skills, and the countless hours I've spent laughing in Chinese class with Will, Sophia, and Jesus. It's not just the academics that are important, it's the relationships. Oscar Wilde said, "Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember that nothing worth knowing can be taught." 9 months, 3 seasons, and 2 semesters. That's all we get to make our senior impression on the school. We all leave our unique footprint behind that is constantly shaping and improving Country Day. In 11th grade biology class, one of the terms that has stuck in my head the longest is a type of symbiotic relationship called mutualism. A mutualistic relationship is 2 organisms working together to both benefit from one another. This is like the oxpecker bird eating the ticks off the rhino. Rhino gets clean and the oxpecker gets fed. I've always viewed our role in a similar way. We get to feed off the knowledge of the best teachers and opportunities such as travel, clubs, internships, community service, and so on, and the school gets to show us off as their students. I mean, look at how beautiful they all are. So class of 2019, with gratitude coin in hand, whichever path we choose to take, we will hold the values Country Day has instilled in us and see what lies ahead. And now I would like to introduce our speaker, who is one of the most loved teachers on campus. Every year she leads the Hope Conference, and even though I've never had a class with her, she knows my name and greets me every passing. Her genuine care for her students in and out of the classroom is extraordinary and almost impossible to match. One of her students said, "As much as she is my mentor, she is my second mom." Another told me of a tradition that occurs every year on Robert Burns Day. This teacher brings in a book of his poems to read to the class, and even showed a picture of her and her father reading the same book when she was a child. She's been at Country Day since 2005 and teaches English 2, World Beat, Nigeria and Jamaica, and Theory of Knowledge. Please welcome a true Country Day favorite, Miss Robin Stewart.
Thank you, Rachel, for that beautiful introduction. As human beings, we all crave the comfort of continuity and conformity, and we desire and foster feelings of confidence and safety. Every day, we create and reinforce routines. Students each day come early to find and secure the same seat in my classroom. Everything from routines to traditions allow us to feel confident about our place in the world. The ringing of the bell tells you that you have followed in the footsteps of hundreds of graduates before you and reassures the students coming up that they will reach that moment too. But students of the class of 2019, you are on the threshold of change. Change that likely involves moving out of your homes and in some cases moving across the country or across continents, if you haven't already done so to attend school here as our international students have. I imagine you are feeling both excitement and fear of the unknown. Soon enough, you'll be locating your favorite spot to study in the library and finding the regular day and time for a phone call to a parent to check in. It's when you return to home to visit that you realize how far from home you've gone. Pre-Socratic Greek philosopher Heraclitus declares, "Everything flows and nothing abides. Everything gives way and nothing stays fixed." Graduates, it's not necessarily home that will change. It's you who will change and view your home from a new perspective. Heraclitus tells us that the only thing that does not change is the certainty of change. So you are going into the unknown, and I want to share what poet Nikki Giovanni teaches us about traveling to an unknown place with an unsure welcome and no known landmarks in her poem Quilting the Black-Eyed Pea. In her poem, she speaks of future travel to Mars and argues that there is no other precedent in history of that fear of the unknown besides the experience of the Africans of the diaspora during the slave trade. At one point in the middle of the deep blue water of the Middle Passage, they could no longer see any signs of home. Today, 400 years later, we rarely hear a narrative of slavery that glorifies the resolve and resilience of the Africans and their descendants as they were forced to create new homes and keep their cultures and traditions alive through syncretic religions and music and dance and food and oral tradition, all while systemic oppression fought to eradicate them. In my World Beat class on the literature of the African diaspora, we discussed themes of home and identity. How do the generations of African Americans since 1619 and those of the African diaspora dispersed throughout the Caribbean, North and South America, how do they understand home if they no longer live on the land of their ancestors, no longer speak the language of their ancestors, perhaps never set foot on the continent of Africa? What an incredible challenge that requires a fortitude and courage that most of us cannot even imagine. Audre Lorde, poet of the African diaspora, feminist, and LGBTQ icon, captures this resilience and inspires me with the following words. "When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid." Yes, you may feel fear, but your sense of purpose in leaving home will surpass that fear. Revel in your choice to do so. Soon you will all be creating a new, albeit temporary, homes of sorts. And as one of my very wise seniors just wrote for her final project, to identify a home is to identify yourself. When you are searching for home amid the unknown, you do not have all the answers. So embrace humility. It leads to listening. Take music, Nikki Giovanni suggests, to guide you in your journey, tap into your memories, and root you in a new place. Remember Bob Marley's assurance, one good thing about music, when it hits, you feel no pain. Hip-hop great Lauryn Hill's album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, is one of my favorites from the 1990s. The album begins in a classroom, and the teacher is taking attendance. When he calls out the name Lauryn Hill, no one responds. She is absent from school that day. Then in between each track on the album, the same teacher is asking his young students what they know about love. It's a rich discussion on a topic that is desperately important in our lives, but which we rarely think of as part of our education. And so Lauryn Hill, by missing school that day, suffers a miseducation, and each song she sings delves into the complexities and messiness of love and human relationships. Throughout my years as an educator, I have come to realize that above all else, I need and want to be the love in the room. My mother, who died when I was 21, was my entire world. She showed me the loyalty and strength of love. I thought she was impervious, so she made a strong impression on me when she told me about her regrets. She told me a story, and stories are an expression of love, about her wedding day. As she walked down the aisle of the church, her grandmother stood up and into the aisle to hug her. But my mother was so nervous about breaking the laws of convention that she walked right by her. She said she wished she had stopped to give her grandmother a hug that day. What she conveyed to me is the importance of knowing when to break the rules, when to step out of your conventional roles. And to me, the answer is always when there is a human being who would be acknowledged and uplifted by doing so. We are often so governed by time and formula and routine that we put order and ease ahead of the person standing in front of us who threatens to complicate our day or make us late. Be the love in the room. My students over the years have taught me that. Be the love in the room. You are a diverse class with varied backgrounds, perspectives, and experiences, yet you are unified by the privilege of this elite education. For many, this privilege was achieved with great sacrifices, but now that you've earned this diploma, it is your privilege that bolsters you and emboldens you to take intellectual risks, to pursue your dreams, and to use your voice and entry into exclusive spaces to stand up for those who are disenfranchised, those who do not yet have a seat at the table. As civil rights legend John Lewis has encouraged, I too encourage you to get into some good trouble. Question convention, question your comfort, knowing that change is an underlying element and expectation of our humanity. One of your favorite authors, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, says, "The privilege of having left home and going back home allows you to see home differently, more clearly. And eventually, you may find that home is really no longer either place. It becomes something you carry with you. Carry home with you. Carry this home, La Jolla Country Day School, with you. Carry my love and the love of this audience with you. And let us be the first to say, welcome home when you return. Thank you for the honor of speaking before you today. I will forever be indebted to you for the joy and love you have brought to my life."
Thank you, Rachel, for your wonderful words. Thank you, Robin, for being the love in the room and for a wonderful graduation talk. I'm Dr. Joe Cox, head of the upper school. I would now like to present the Madrigal Singers and our choir director, Miss Caroline Becker Prismus, who will perform, Home, arranged by Alan Bingsley.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And along this way, it's taking us along. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. Trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Ooh, 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 Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. Trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Ooh, ooh,
Another round of applause. I'm Chris Ritchie. I'm the president of the Board of Trustees, and on behalf of the trustees, I'm here to congratulate the class of 2019. I'm here to congratulate the faculty as well on another well-done job, and I'm here to congratulate the families and friends in attendance. Thank you all for coming. Also a shout out to the potentially up to 7 billion people watching this live streaming right now. We come here today to celebrate this accomplishment of the class of 2019, but I think we also come here a little bit to celebrate the improvements made in hat technology over the last 700 years. These are completely useless for this purpose, but great for celebrating the accomplishments you've made. For it is a huge accomplishment. You've climbed a very tall peak at this point. You've planted your flag. You're looking out at the view right now. Remember to take pics or it didn't happen in the future. But we also want to, on behalf of the trustees, say we want you to climb even higher peaks beyond this one. For as great an accomplishment as this is, the horizon is out in front of you. Keep climbing. You may enter deep valleys at some times, but keep climbing, keep going up. That's the key in this thing, is the resilience and the skills that have been given to you by your family and this faculty. So keep climbing, no matter what. The other thing I'd like to say is don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger to each other after high school. Don't be a stranger to these faculty members. Don't be a stranger to this campus. We love to see the progress you've made. We want to hear about your adventures and your life stories. So please come back and visit us. You'll see some amazing things happening on this campus. You may even get to ride the trolley someday. 5, 10, 20 years from now, we don't know. But that's the other thing to keep climbing. So I'm not just here to babble. I'm here to, on behalf of the trustees, award the Trustees Award to the student and the senior with the highest cumulative grade point average over the last 4 years. It is perhaps only fitting that someone who wasn't within a country mile of that attainment gets to hand the award out. With that, Newland Zhang, come up here. Congratulations. Well done, Newlands. And with that, I'd like to introduce Head of School again, Dr. Gary Cron.
The Head of School Award is also given in recognition of academic achievement, and it is given to the graduating senior who has the second highest cumulative grade point average. This year, the award is given to Rohan Jha. At this time, Dr. Joe Cox will present the faculty prize.
The faculty prize is awarded to 2 students of the senior class who, through their effort, their character, their scholarship, and their demonstrated accomplishments in both arts and athletics, have best demonstrated the ideals and spirit of the school. This year's award winners are Raquel Ramirez and Ryan Lampkin. Mr. David Shaw, 12th grade coordinator, will now do the presentation of the senior class.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and honor to present people that I love very much to you, the class of 2019. Trevor Michael Ace. Paulina Achar. Kai Akol. Nicole Sarit Eliezer. Nicholas Joseph Almond. Darpa Dia Anaretti. Ethan Thomas Bargroff. Nicholas A. Barrera. Jonas Winton Bastian. Tian Yi Bian. Sincere LaShawn Lavelle Blackman. William Bonnets Newman. Matthias James Buckingham Gertis. Brianna Taylor Berg. Ryan Edward Castagnon. Stephanie Lirong Chen. Divya Chunduru. Daria Lara Donishman. Shamiran Das. Ella Rose Doherty. Kenna Lane Davis. Caesar De Luna. Rodrigo Duran Scarpetta. Faith Alexander Feynman. Matthew David Goldschmidt. Alexandra Gutnova. Armando V. Gray. Rachel Jordan Greenfield. Christina Marin Griot. Amy Catherine Hine. Madison Marie Held. Our next graduate's diploma will be presented by his mother, Karen Anderson. Karen is a Board of Trustees member. Our graduate, Dakota Sebastian Hernandez. Jinye Hong. Arthur Huang. Sophia Ruby Islas. Carter Chase Jensen. Rohan Mackin Jaw. Jacob Eliasser Kaplan. Skylar Kelly Duvall. Blake Kayvon Kalegi. Nina Maria Kavulakis Kosla. Nicholas Kovton. Jesus Labra. Ryan Joseph Lampkin. Ryan Gunnar Langborg. Faith Lepe. Georgia May Lewis. Jiayi Joy Lin. Nicole Chi Lin. Olivia Annie Lord. Raymond Liu. Navid Maserat. Colin McNamee McGrath. Grant Harrison Miller. Aira Isabel Morales. Malika Mirbot. Rebecca Soraya Mirkani. Sarah Mitra Mirkani. Catherine Annika Murray. Amanda Lee Nance. Angelo Raul Nava Ortega. Our next graduate's diploma will be presented by her mother, former Parents Association President, Robin Ann Nelson. Ladies and gentlemen, our graduate, Elizabeth DeGrutola Nelson. Arnolfo Padilla Flores. Ruhi Parikh. Natalie Alexandra Palet. Caleb Petrie. Justin Tyler Pirigi. Nathan Moreno Preciado. Raquel Lauren Ramirez. Manisha Dandalu Reddy. Alexander Michael Remington. Valentina Busarello Ricardo. And he's already up there, but our next graduate's diploma will be presented by his father, Chris Ritchie. Chris is our outgoing Board of Trustees president and has served since 2017. Our graduate, Ethan Gabriel Ritchie. Rachel Relo Paz Ruggiero. Jacob Christopher Runlet. Catherine Sayoko Sandberg. Sophia Aline Scanduro. Susanna Nicole Schleimer. Marcus Dyson Scott. Catherine Megan Shaw. Our next graduate's diploma will be presented by her mother and my dear colleague, Deborah Shaw. Deborah has served as language arts teacher and a humanities teacher at Country Day for 22 years. Our graduate, Anna Jacqueline Shaw. John Alexander Shimkin. Zoe Nicole Skurlos. Trevor Gerard Saint Amour. Alexander Steigerwald. Youngmung Sun. Jason Zachary Taylor. Madison Lee Toomey. Marissa Urbano Sedlin. William Driver Wallace. Rachel Wise. Thomas Frederick Jason Weiner. Kai Hui Wang. Rebecca Sophie Xavier. Hao Chen Sha. Sohrab Cameron Yagudi. Robert Timothy Yingling. Maria Paula Zambrano Bermudez. Eric Zhang. Newland Jinyu Zhang. Yunchang Zhang. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019. I'm sure they appreciate that. At this time, I'd like to call Rachel Weiss back to the podium.
Class of 2019, please stand. We have passed the standards necessary to earn an LJCDS diploma. To signify this, please move your tassel to the right, from the right to the left side. Congratulations, guys.
Once again, congratulations, graduates. Remain standing, please, for the alma mater.
Well, class of 2019, this is your day. Cherish it. You earned it. And for all the people out in the amphitheater and live stream, thank you for joining us on this special day. I'll now be followed with Mr. David Shaw, who will give some information before we head off to the bell.
At this time, we would like to share a Country Day tradition with you. As the students depart the stage right now, they are heading to the bell tower, where each student will signify the end of his or her time at Country Day with a single ring of the bell. Once the students have departed the amphitheater, then our faculty will leave, traveling the path on which they arrived. We ask that family and friends remain seated until our seniors signal the end of commencement by gathering over here in the courtyard to toss their caps. Wait. Head on.
Sorry.
It's okay, Gary.
Thanks for doing all that. For the faculty, please stand and you can depart the amphitheater.
Found out about it while we were sitting here. No, I literally just found out that they tried. Yeah, they share.
That was nice. She's doing that. Who are you guys to be able to give her the diploma? I know. Was that a trustee's thing? Okay.